Hey guys, good morning. We're here. Okay, I think I found out some of the issues I was having with audio. It was because I had the car connected to Bluetooth and it was making the audio sound funny when I would go back and like rewatch. But I think I got that fixed. I disconnected the phone and the Bluetooth. Good morning all, by the way. Um I am low key running like late for the old new job or the new old job, whatever. Um, but we're here. We're up this fine, what is today? Tuesday morning. And we're here to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Episode 9, I believe it was called The Tipping Point. Um, the episode picks up. Good morning, Andrea. The episode picks up where we last left off last week. Candace and Monique are fighting or are arguing. Candace is like sing-songing goodnight at Monique. Monique is flipping her hair. Candace is like, oh, you're gonna drag me. Monique's like, you want me to. And Bravo came in. Bravo always came in. Like, VH1 splices up and dices fights, right? Which you would think VH1 wouldn't do that so much because, I mean, one of the reasons we watch Love and Hip Hop is for the fights. So, like, but Bravo has always come through with fights. How do you know? This is where I know they've always come through with the fights. It's because the reason I feel like I'm so uncomfortable with the hair flipping that Monique was doing. Hope you're well this morning. I haven't seen the episode yet, but can't wait for the food. Right. So like, and we're gonna get into the foolishness. So like, back up in Married to Medicine, poolside at Carrie's husband's birthday party. I believe this is season 1. Mariah Huck was flipping some of that good Toya Wright hair as she shouted to the top of her lungs, "We not gonna talk about mamas!" And then her mom proceeded to beat the lady in the head with a purse. Like, hair flipping is a sign that some stuff is gonna go down. That is just whatever. So they're going back and forth. From what I've seen in the fight, right? The fight was started accidentally by Giselle, right? So, well, I don't know. They were both being antagonistic. You know, Monique was flipping the hair once again. You want me to, you want me to. And I think at that point, she had gotten that second aggressive flip in, and Giselle was trying to push them apart. So she came in like this. Homegirl got hit in the shoulder. I don't know if it was super hard, but that's when she like latched on to Candace's hair. You see Candace look like she got taken off by surprise, because then splash, Monique got hit, splashed with the wine. And it was a really good splash too. But that did not stop Monique from letting go. Like, Monique had the death grip on Candace. Like, this was a long time coming. And Monique is definitely from, I'm not gonna say, she's from an urban area. How about we say that? Because she got into that fighting mode where, like, you're fighting someone and you're winning, right? And you're expressing to them that they should let you go. She's got this girl's hair in her hand, and she's like, "Let me go, let me go, get off me, get off me." That's drag poor Candy. Yeah, she did. She dragged her, because from what it seemed on camera, she got like 5 good licks in. You see Candace. I don't know why it was so difficult for her to let go that wine glass, because for most of the fight, like even after the splash and it had broken, Candace still had that glass in her hand. She threw it and she got like 2 pops in, but that might have been at the producer, because at this time, like, so many people had joined in to try to break them up. It was sure pandemonium. You can tell Wendy is Nigerian because, oh my God. Like, I don't know, back home we have flea markets and swap shops and everything, right? And you can buy Nigerian DVDs. They're always named after some popular American pop princess or artist. Like, there's a Nigerian movie called Beyonce. There's some called Rihanna, you know. And in these movies, like, when it gets to the dramatic scene, it always feels like the dramatics with them are too much. Turns out, like, it's true to life, because all Wendy kept doing was like, stop, 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 oh my God, oh my God. She wasn't even in the fight, and she was the loudest. You would have thought someone was murdering Wendy. It was just the funniest thing to me. And to see her just run all over the place, she's like, don't do this, baby, baby. I'm enjoying Wendy. Wendy did bring some fun to the show. That Robin was unmovable while the fight and punches are landing and everything. She's like, you know, she's staring like you can't crack her with, I don't know, this is really funny. You know, and people made it seem like Karen had run from the fight. She did not. Karen was an amazing friend this episode, which I can't wait to get into the Karen stuff. I think this episode, all in all, I know I should wait till the end to get to that, but this episode, all in all, was an amazing episode. We saw, okay, it started off with action with the fight. We after the fight, we're dealing with a little bit of the aftermath of the fight. We're trying to figure out how the ladies are thinking, right? Candace calls her Chris after the fight on our way home, and you know, she's crying. She says she's embarrassed. You know, she didn't want to be a part of, you know, black women scrapping, which I completely understand. You know, double-edged sword. You can run your mouth. I mean, society say we should be able to say whatever, you know, freedom of speech. We should be able to say whatever we want to say. But sometimes what we say have repercussions. Was it right that Monique put her hands on Candace? No. But was all the antagonistic phrases and I don't know, just words, were they necessary? Because your words led you to somebody putting their hands on you. So they both have their parts that they played in this altercation. I'm gonna say Monique took it a little bit further with the actual physical stuff. Even when she said, you know, get your hands out my face, like, I'm jumping all around this fight. Even when she was like, get your hands out of my face, there was still some really great distance between the two of them. And Candace probably was talking like this, which I guess now that I'm seeing it from this perspective, looks like I got my hands on your face, even though there's a good distance between me and the phone. So, like, I don't know. We move on from there. Candace is in the car, she's crying, embarrassed, women scrapping. Oh, and she was throwing out some, you know, some GABs, ghetto A, you know, B words, some gabs and some, you know, calling her habs, hood ABs, and I didn't have a problem with that. I've seen a couple of videos where people are like, oh, I don't like being called ghetto. I don't think I necessarily would like being called ghetto either. I am from the hood. Although I didn't get to be a part and grow up in it, I lived in the hood. But if someone called me ghetto, I do take that as a badge of honor. Like, because of how I present, I think Monique could have kept up with Candace reading her. She couldn't. She could not. And that's why it got physical. Like, good morning, LaTanya. I think Monique is just irritated. And Candace says, okay, so Candace is creative with the comeback and the insults, and she does this thing that I don't like when you start to repeat things, like that whole "you gonna drag me, you gonna that would have annoyed me at that table. I would have walked off and I would have missed the fight like Ashley did. But the fact that Candace was like, "But you was asleep," and then started telling her goodnight, that's a good combination of reading. Like your reading shows a theme. And I love a theme. But when Candace started calling her, ghetto and all of that, I felt like after the fight, it's free game. She can call her whatever the crap. Like after the fight, I'm calling you everything but a child. You're not gonna put your hands on me, and I'm gonna be like, that is a wonderful human being who should be employed. No ma'am. Like I'm going to verbally demolish you, and I'm gonna call you something that obviously is gonna get on people's nerves. Okay. I'm getting on to 75, 85. I'm getting into these comments, and come on, Honda. But we talked about Candace in her car talking to her Chris. Now let's talk about Monique talking to her Chris in the car. She's like, all I remember, she was like, we were talking, all I remember is flipping her hair, and that's when the fight started. And he feels that it is embarrassing. She's like, embarrassing for who? He wanted to say, for you, but he's like, for everybody. Like, it's just embarrassing. And it truly was. Like, these are ladies of some form of, we put them on way too high of a pedestal. These are humans, She is. These are humans, even though they have a lot more money than the rest of us. Like, they're humans. They're not on any pedestal. Oh, so they can't be fighting, blah. In the realm that they live in, I feel like, okay, that kind of behavior is completely uncalled for. But there is a time and place for what happened. It just wasn't this time, this place, or these people that should have been a part of it. Anyways, Monique is like, oh no, because all I remember is I blacked out and I started beating. No remorse. No. And I guess in the heat of the moment, once again, in the heat of the moment, you ain't got to be remorseful. I want to read what's going on in these comments. Good morning, Heather. But where was I? Oh, she didn't have to be remorseful. What I did think was really interesting is that Monique and her Chris were having a conversation about the fight in front of their daughter. Like, for some reason, in my mind, I'm like, this is grown folks' business. Does she need to be around this while they're having this conversation? Like, but Monique's whole archetype is she's a mom. That's her whole identity. So she don't want to be on camera not doing something motherly, but whooping bitches' ass, excuse my language, doesn't in line with not for lazy moms, So, but I guess, she's so busy, she had to schedule an answer plan for Candace that moment. But have many people tend to make hold them accountable. Yes, definitely hold people. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know about the whole money thing, because more money doesn't equal happy or doesn't equal better life. We're witnessing that through all the ladies, right? Ashley, I'm just gonna jump around the episode right now because I'm gonna be to work soon. But with Ashley and Michael, right? She's asking for a post-nup. I don't think the post-nup is Ashley trying to secure any bag or double down the bag like people are thinking. I think it's a way for her to fight for her marriage. She's like, if we put this posting up into place, this will ensure that he won't cheat on me again, right? But that's not gonna ensure nothing. Like, Ashley, if he's gonna cheat, he's gonna cheat. Hopefully, we can just ask, good morning. Hopefully, we can just ask that he have a level of decorum about it next time. I mean, like dudes, especially y'all with money. If y'all are gonna cheat, can you put a basket at the by the door of the hotel room and have the chick or whoever put their phone in the basket, leave it there? Or hotel rooms have safes. Put the phone in the safe, lock it, and give it back to them in the morning. Like, whatever. Like, good morning. But like, she's trying to ensure that Michael doesn't cheat on her again, because she feels like if he thinks he's gonna lose some of his wealth and his family. I hate when women think that like men give a crap about family. They do, obviously. But like, if you have a cheating man and he has cheated a number of times, don't pull out the family card, because he don't give a crap. He cheated so many. Like, family means different. Family means holds a different totem to certain guys. Karen and Ray marital issues. She tricks him into like talking to a counselor because he didn't want to do therapy. So, you know, they're talking, and it's really cute. The lady who's performing the thing, stunning. Oh my goodness. She's like a radio host, and she's asking them questions, diving into their relationships. And for the most part, it's really cool to see that Karen and Ray will be honest. You know, Karen says the biggest thing that annoys her about Ray is the fact that he snores at night, which I thought was a really cute response. And then his annoyance is that she just started working. Yes, I would agree. But like, she has, you know, Ladam, and it's, from what I understand, it's doing well. And he feels neglected. He feels like, you know, they don't spend the time together that he would like, right? Understood. And he even feels like, you know, when she did cook, she realized that she was doing it for the kids, because now that the kids aren't home, she's not cooking anymore. I don't know how important that is in a relationship. I cook sparingly in a relationship, and my partner never has to cook for me. For me, it is nice, you know, and it is like, I don't know. I do like to see somebody, you know. And even if they're cooking, I don't feel like they're cooking for me. They're cooking for us. So maybe if he changes his verbiage and be like, you don't cook for us anymore. You know, even though, you know, she did that for his birthday and he really liked it, you know. So, Karen, just cook the man something. You keep your job, you know, just cook him something once or twice a week. Hell, what's the name of all those services where they just send you the stuff already in the pack? HelloFresh? Get a subscription to HelloFresh. They make it real easy. And cook this man something, you know? Well, Curtis said, I don't cook, I don't clean. And Cardi don't have a man right now. So, Cardi's doing a lot sexually, doing no housework, and the dude's still cheating all on her. Like, Cardi is not a representation of where we want to be in relationships. I'm sorry about that. Where was I? Jumping around. Giselle and her dad. well, the girls and Giselle come to Atlanta. Her dad lives in Atlanta after the divorce from her mom. And they meet at Sweet Hut on Peachtree. Sweet Hut's kind of cute. It's like I would like to say an Asian infused. Like they have a bunch of different things. I know I tried a mooncake and I think that's Japanese. The mooncake was disgusting. And I remember seeing the mooncake on Sagwa and being like, whenever I get a chance to have one, I'm gonna have one. It was gross. And I got a boba tea. Turns out I don't like tapioca, so I spent money on two things that I didn't like there. Their pastries look like they may be good at this Sweet Hut, but that day I didn't get a pastry. It was like pride. I wanted to try something new and I didn't like either. So they go to Sweet Hut. They're talking. Giselle with the dad and the kids. Giselle expressed to her father that Jamal has bought the girls a restaurant. I thought that was the stupidest thing ever. I don't understand these adults who buy children houses and restaurants and businesses. I don't think a 10-year-old should have a business. I don't think a 13-year-old should have a lemonade stand, selling candy at school. I think that is super cute. I'm all down for that, right? Good morning, Baltimore, Bama. I think it's just stupid. Like, to buy a child a business with employees, managers, and people doing all of this. Not only that, to buy these particular three girls who live in Potomac a restaurant, a failing one at that, because Giselle was like, oh, when we came in yesterday, it was only like 10 people in here, not even, right? That are doing a rebranding, relaunching. You bought your three daughters, a failing restaurant in Stonecrest. Bad idea. It just seems stupid when they said it. Like, I'm not a fan of children being CEOs. I'm not a fan. I saw this thing online the other day where this guy bought his daughter, I think she had to be like 13, 14. He bought her a house for her birthday. Gifts like those, businesses and houses and things like those are for the parent. Those aren't for the kids. Like just be honest. Don't be like, I bought you a restaurant for your birthday. Say, I bought you a gift that's gonna make me look really great, and I'm gonna be able to say I'm a good dad, generational wealth, and I'm up here doing it and buying my kids a failing restaurant. From what I understand, I don't know, some people say it's not open anymore. I have no desire to check it out. Only because, if I do go to the restaurant, I like to believe that there's a possibility that the owner may be there, right? These owners live in Potomac. I ain't the brightest bulb in the... No. From this episode, I realized I don't know Jamal, but I don't care for him, and I don't think I would like him either. Like, when he was sitting at the table with Giselle and her dad, it was like, how tall is Jamal? And what the hell is this posture? Sit up. He's all in the chair. Like, dude, sit up. Like, you're at the table with this lady and her dad, even if y'all have, like, bad blood to begin with, you're showing too much cockiness in front of dad, and you shouldn't be exerting that much swagger while y'all trying to tell me y'all being bad together, And for the most part, when Giselle tells her dad that her and Jamal are gonna get back together, he says, I want to see you happy. Love it. He's like, I'm gonna be supportive. I'm gonna be selective with my words, because I could give a crap less about Jamal. I want to see you happy, right? Giselle got that twisted, and at the table with the three of them, she was like, my dad wants to see us happy. And dad, his face said, ooh. I was like, let me reiterate this. Let me break it down. Yes, I want to see you happy. I want to see you happy. You know, like, and then he gets up from the table. He's like, I gotta go. I'm gonna get out of here, go to the restroom, whatever. He's like, get this mic off of me. I think I'm done. This is a bad look for her. Agreed. Dad, this is a bad look for her. This man has about 6 or 7 baby mamas. Some of those that he acquired while being married to your daughter, too. You know? And he's like, when you're a father, you think about these kind of things. You don't even have to be a dad to think about these kind of things. Jamal has acquired baby mamas while being married. Okay? Jamal has kids younger than your kids. Y'all ain't been married for 12 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's love is love. I do want to see Giselle happy, and I don't know the particulars of their. I don't know too much about the particulars of their relationship to have too much of an opinion. Because he may be very sweet to her behind closed doors, but I can tell you from what they show on camera and from what she has said in the past about Jamal, he hasn't gotten the best shake from me, or don't expect me to like him too quickly. I don't know what it is with Giselle. Like, she obviously is beautiful. She's wealthy. This is why I say money doesn't mean anything. And looks doesn't mean anything either, because you can be wealthy, you can be beautiful, and you can date trash dudes back to back to back. Okay? Sherman broke up with her off of some allegations, which I guess he didn't want to be in the spotlight either, but still, like, there hasn't been one follow-up man on this show that Giselle has kept in any other seasons. We're gonna get out and walk, you guys, because I'm enjoying this talk. Did I bring my mask? No. Okay. If I say one more time. So we cut from there. I think Wendy had a scene. If I was Giselle, I would show Lori Harvey how to do it grown girl style. I don't think Giselle has it in her though, to show anybody how to do it grown girl style. I mean, we see the fashions, and from everybody's perspective, mostly, the fashions aren't hitting on anything, you know. She's not out dipping and doing it because she's revisiting being with Jamal, who, I don't know. Jamal give me scammer vibes. If Jamal doesn't do credit card fraud, he knows someone that does. He knows somebody that can, like, you know, draft you up a fake light bill so you can get into wherever you need to get into. Jamal gives me those vibes. Not saying that's who he is, because I don't know him. But he definitely gives me scammer vibes. It's raining, you guys, but it is beautiful over here. I don't think this talk is done. For the 3 of you that are in here, I think I want to come back a little bit later on tonight and after work and talk a bit more about what is happening, what's going down and such. Anyways, I am like so close to work. I will talk to you all later. I loved you for joining me on this ride. We will talk in the next one. See you later, loves. Bye.